Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of amazing entrepreneurs. Kristi,
Yes.
You completely amazed me when you pulled out this little card right here.
I love hearing that.
This little card right here. And by the way, this gentleman right here is Kerwin Brown. This is his card. And this is a thank you card that we will send to all of our Fuego guests. But this is a sample. And we're going to talk about this here in a little bit. But first of all, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Show. I think that's the first time I've said that. You know, welcoming somebody. That's terrible. I mean, I should say that to every guest. I was just like, hey, what's up? Tell us about your business.
Well, I've been in relationship marketing and business strategy for 34 years.
Relationship marketing.
Right. Different from marketing. Relationship marketing is not about putting your logo or your branding first, because those go right in the trash.
Yes.
Relationship marketing is finding out what is important to that person, what means something to them, and putting that first and your marketing on the back.
Very nice. And it's worked, obviously.
It has worked. So 23 years in corporate, and then the last 11 years on my own consulting.
And let's talk about a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey. So 23 years in corporate, there was a moment in time that you said, enough is enough. I got to get out of here.
Actually,
Was it that?
Interestingly enough, my corporate job was going to try and move me to Boise, Idaho. So it was going to be my third move with the company, and at the exact same time, I was going through a divorce after almost 16 years of marriage. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to move my 3-year-old daughter with me to Boise, or am I going to stay here and make it work? So personal and professional life kind of blew up at the same time and led me to, what do I really want to do? What am I passionate about? And what I'm passionate about is helping business people do marketing right.
And here's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
Cool about you is that you take all of that experience and you're saying, I think I can do all of that things that I was doing for somebody else, I could do much better for myself.
Exactly.
And for my clients.
Because what I see most people are passionate about, they're passionate about their product, they're passionate about their service. That's why they got into business in the first place.
Right.
What they stink at is how to promote themselves, how to actually do relationship marketing correctly, to get their phone ringing, to retain clients, and to have referrals. That's really what we want. We don't want to keep dog paddling and spending money where we don't need to. We want to have our phone ringing. We want to have our happy customers referring us, and we would love to get our relationship marketing business to a 98% referral.
Very good. And then now you have this method called send out cards, correct?
Right.
And I have seen, and I've been contacted.
I'm sure.
Love all this. Oh, I am a rep for send out cards. I love you, but no thank you.
Right.
Until you came over and showed me something very cool.
Right.
And what Kristi showed me, this is Mr. Kerwin Brown. I interviewed him. That is me right there, interviewing him for Entrepreneurs in Fuego. Hopefully we can see that. And it said Kayvon Consulting, and the card opens up, and there is his beautiful picture right there, which you picked up from social media.
His Facebook page.
From his face. So you didn't have to call him and say, hey, I need a picture, send it
and
to me.
I didn't have to call you to get a logo.
You didn't have to call me to get a logo or anything like that. You picked up this beautiful picture inside, which is the office pile. And then you put a little QR code in here. Now, the wording here, it says, Kerwin, it was a pleasure interviewing you on Entrepreneurs in Fuego. Here's the video of your interview in the QR code to the left. Wishing you the best building for Kayvon, et cetera, et cetera. Now, and so let's see what happens, because when the QR code is keyed right there, bam, guess what happens? You press play, and Mr. Kerwin's interview shows up right there.
Right.
Welcome to the remix.
Yeah.
Yep.
So actually, I can make it go bigger.
Yep.
I love the intro, by the way.
And that is him. And so
Entrepreneurs.
that is cool. And that blew me away, because what a better way, what a better personalized way to say, thank you for the interview. And by the way, just get the QR little thingy that everybody has on their phones, right? I mean, there's nothing that you have to buy extra
free
or
app,
anything like this. Free app.
readily available.
Readily available. Right. You just put it right there, and there it is.
And one of the things that I loved when Kerwin introduced us,
very well done,
is you're phenomenal about doing these interviews and promoting entrepreneurs, which is what entrepreneurs really are looking for and what they need. And you have a tremendous YouTube library of all of these hundreds and hundreds of videos to help promote entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And what Send Out Cards can do is we can take that online experience and bring it to the offline experience and extend that interview and extend their marketing reach, if you will, so that they can take this card and say, by the way, this is what I do and this is my interview, and if you want to know a little bit about more of my company, just check out this interview that I did with Francisco.
Not only that, but you sent me the card old school way.
Right.
You mailed it to me.
Right, and the statistics is that 97% of all of the mail that we get into our mailboxes right now is junk mail, bills, things we don't want to see. But the international recognized 5x7 envelope is, this is not something that's going to ask me for money or that I don't want to open. This is going to be something fun that I know is going to open up a smile when I see this, because it's going to be a birthday card, it's going to be a thank you card, it's going to be something that's going to interest me.
And this is so incredible. I think that what does it is that now you're mixing different media, right? I mean, you have the video that goes from the print media, and you're able to conjugate both. And it's very effective, very, very, very effective. Because this card by itself, it looks great, it's nice. I will close it and I will probably throw it in the drawer.
Right.
But now I am very tempted to carry it with me so that I can, hey, look, you can just go with the QR
and Kerwin receiving this with him all over the front, him on the inside and his interview, there's no way that's going in the trash. And that's what we call sticky marketing. That's the kind of marketing that's going to go on the refrigerator, or he's going to carry it around and show it off. And that's what we really want, is that kind of reach when you have a relationship marketing piece.
And that is what you're doing incredibly successfully. And it is because of your background, and it is because of your entrepreneurial journey that you're able to kind of think about these things, and I admire that.
Thank you.
What is next for you as an entrepreneur, Kristi?
My mission is, I know that God gifted me with this passion of being able to take somebody's business and just help them explode it, because that's the part that they're lacking, and that's the really the request I hear from every entrepreneur I sit with. I love my product, I love my service, I'm horrible about marketing. And what I say to them is, you can't have all the gifts. You have to leave some gifts for us. So what I help with is being able to help them blow their business up in a way that they really had envisioned when they got into business in the first place, but just don't know how. And so that's really my mission in life, is to actually reach out to entrepreneurs on a much wider scale and say, there is a better way that we can do this.
And you are doing it through Send Out Cards. Do you have another branch or an additional product or service other than Send Out Cards? So you're more than just
I co-authored a book with two amazing business partners back in 2010. It's a book called License to Dream, Every Woman's Guide to Financial Freedom Through Network Marketing. So my two co-authors and I, in fact, just were in Sedona 2 weeks ago teaching a women's retreat. And it's all about women, lifting them up and teaching them from a home-based business standpoint. How do I actually do the how-to part? How do I get through the mindset part? So that's one thing that I do. And then the other thing is I do consulting for branding and social media and websites, and just making sure that when somebody actually puts their best foot forward, does all of their collateral online and offline, does it actually mesh and make sense, and does it tell their story in the way that they're intending? Most times it's not.
Sticky marketing.
Sticky marketing.
it just, continues. I mean, as we're going on right now, I'm blown away, man. And you did that so effectively.
Thank you.
Perfect thing. And of course, you got a lot more cards and more things. Where can people go and see you?
Sendoutcards.com/Kristi Lee, KristiLee, or they can give me a call, 623-910-4630.
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more of each other.
Thank you.
You bet. With that, we're